In your work, you talk a lot about leaning into fear and risk. When does it make sense to take a risk instead of playing it safe?
My team and I ended up deciding to study fear and risk-taking because it was such a big part of our daily operating this business. And so we wanted to understand, what is this like for other people? And we went and spoke to some of the greatest risk takers in the world. Alex Honnold, the greatest free climber, Fiona Mutesi, Uganda's first female grand chess master, the Syrian white helmets, who I can't believe spoke to us, Laura Decker, the first woman to navigate the globe. And we learned a few things. One is you need to be able to evaluate in context, really. So is this something, in the case of Alex Honnold, that could actually kill me? Is fear coming up? Could I really fall to my death? Or am I safe and it's okay to proceed? In the case of Laura Decker, she talked to us about setting a vision and following through. Fiona Mutesi was all about practicing. All of these great risk takers, the common denominator is they are just as afraid as we are, but as opposed to running away from their fear, they end up engaging it. They sit with it, they dialogue with it, they dance with it, they make fear a familiar friend. And so that, plus some conversations with a great neuroscientist at MIT, he ended up telling us, we need to be aware that fear is just as ever present. It has not changed for us since cavemen days, essentially, despite the context being different. And it's just the size of an amygdala. The amygdala is the size of an almond. So as we think about fear, it's something, one, that we need to run toward as opposed to running away from it. Because if you run toward it, you have a chance to be able to seize it. If you run away, it in turn is actually going to end up running your life, which is the great irony of it. And then you've got to laugh because it's that small, but it's that powerful. Who's going to let an almond run the show?